I've been watching the news closely, what's going on in Charleston, and it seems like they're having a difficult time putting together a budget. And I'm not surprised because we don't have a tax base that supports a budget of anything other than cuts. We dipped $50 million into the rainy day fund in order to fund unemployment compensation. And I don't see that getting better next year. We have a dying coal industry and we have nothing to replace it with. We've got a teacher's crisis in this state, and we have the issues with the state health care for the state and workers, the PEIA, whose costs have increased and the state's not funding that, and these people are busting at the seams. What's the solution? Let's increase taxes 1%. Let's increase the DMVs 1%. You can only nickel and dime us to death before we all go broke. We keep electing the same officials over and over. Many of them have been in office for over a decade. Well, it's not the same world we lived in a decade ago. It's not the same economy we lived in a decade ago. It's not the same cyber world we lived in a decade ago. And after a decade of their representation, are we on a bright path towards economic prosperity in this state? I don't believe we are. I think that we should be, West Virginia should be the #1 state in the country that a business would look to form or move to. Move your production here. We've got the infrastructure, we've got the workforce, we've got the educational system to train these workers. For this and a whole host of other reasons, passionately, I am running for House of Delegates in 2016 as an independent candidate in the general election. It's Marion County, District 50. I bought this camera. I'm planning on videotaping my whole candidacy from the very first start to the very first form, clear through to the end, and we'll see where it goes. And if I don't win, that's fine, but hopefully that our voice, the voice of us, we the people, will make it and make our representatives remember who they work for, why they're in this office in the first place, and maybe we can pick this state up and move the state into a direction where we can all prosper. Then we have a tax base that supports all kinds of growth, and then we really have fun as a state.